recording this. Thank you so much for joining tonight. I know that you could be doing a lot of other things, and I'm going to take a few minutes just to wait for people to hop on. I'm going to be, and for those that are on Facebook Live, I'm going to be showing some pictures that you're going to want to see. So there's a link in the info section of my Facebook Live that I'd recommend tuning into. So we're just going to hang out for a little bit. Hope everyone's having a good night. Tuesday night. It's the good life. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get started. The next slide is one that people want to see, but we'll start with who I am. If you don't know who I am, my name is Robin. This is me and my husband, Ryan. I'm working on my certification as an integrative nutrition health coach. I do that in Usana part-time, and then I also work for my denomination, which I also really enjoy. So kind of to give a background about my health and how things started off, it all started in childhood, and unfortunately I had no concept, and I don't think my family did either, of what health is. Anything that was shake and baked, covered in cheese, butter. We get the fried chicken dinners from the grocery store where you get fried chicken, a Hawaiian roll, potato wedges, and then I don't even know if they offer coleslaw if you get the veggies. So that was pretty much what I ate most of the time. I hated vegetables. If I ate vegetables, it would be buttered corn from a can or iceberg lettuce drowning in ranch. Those are my token, hey, I ate a veggie. So that was what I grew up with, and I really didn't know that I wasn't healthy until way later down the line. I was a pretty active kid. I did sports in junior high, high school, college, so I was always the right weight. But my sophomore year of undergrad, what was going on internally actually ended up becoming external, and it expressed itself on my face. So for those of you that are on Facebook Live and you want to see this picture of what my face used to look like, I posted it earlier, but this is a blow up of what happened and where else on my journey. So that link is in there. So we're going to go to this next slide. So on the left, that's 2009. Acne revealed that even though I was thin and active, I was not healthy on the inside. And it wasn't one of those like, oh, you have a few zits, or like, oh, I get, zits on my chin or on my forehead or my cheeks. It was full face. And it was pretty brutal. So that was 2009. And then I went to the doctor. They prescribed me a bunch of different things. So I had 2 or 3 different topical medications and then 1 oral antibacterial that I was taking. And after a few months, it cleared up my face, but I still wasn't healthy and well on the inside. So 2013, my face was clear. I was on 4 different facial medications, and I was still active, but in addition to it being expressed in my face, it also expressed in my weight. So I gained about 20 pounds after college, did the typical like freshman 15 or whatever it is, and then some as the years went on. So then now in 2016, I've been with Usana for a year. I have a clear face and I don't have any medications whatsoever. 20 pounds lighter, able to maintain my weight. And that's a picture of me growing organic veggies, which in Compton, which I never thought I would be doing. So that's really where I've ended up, and that's my journey. But what I wanted to touch on even more so was my why of why I'm doing this, why I continue to try to be healthy, why I think health is a way to get to where I want to go. And so my big question for you as we continue through this presentation and what I want to share with you is, what's your why? What gets you up in the morning? Why do you do what you do every day? What gets you motivated? What gets you excited? What brings you joy? And the things that I think about, I really love encouraging people to find things that they're passionate about and find ways to live that out. And the reality is, if we're not taking care of our health and we're not, getting rest, getting the vitamins we need, if we're not working out, eating fruits and vegetables, etc., we're going to be hindered, whether it's, being tired and stressed, or it's a disease that comes later on that hinders in a bigger way. So my why is I want to live to be over 100. I think it's super possible, and so I tell Ryan all the time, we've got another 80 years together. I hope you don't get sick of me because we're just in year one. And I also, I really want to be able to have energy and strength in my 70s, 80s, and 90s. I want to be able to continue doing what I'm doing, and we're going to talk a little bit about age later, but that's my why. That's what drives me to make healthy decisions and helps me, discern what I want to do. So with that, I want to invite you to think about what your why is, where you want to see yourself 20, 30, 50, however many years down the line. So keep that in mind as we move forward. And as an encouragement, health and freedom is within your reach, and we're going to talk about that. But I first want to talk about with Usana. Some of you have heard about Usana. Maybe you saw some of my posts from a couple of weeks ago where Ryan and I were wearing funny clean suits and things like that. Usana has been around since 1992, and they've only continued to improve. The reason why they're so neat is that they're actually all about changing lives. It comes down to the integrity of who they are, and that really strikes a chord with me and gets me excited about it. It's centered around a dream that still carries on today. It was founded by Dr. Myron Wentz. And his goal was to make Usana the healthiest family on earth. And it really is. He's expanded Usana throughout the entire world. But it all started in 1974. So Dr. Wentz founded Goal Laboratories in 1974. And what's really interesting is that he was an infectious disease specialist. So in order to be an infectious disease specialist, you have to actually know how to make a human cell healthy and to preserve it and keep it healthy. And so he actually ended up shutting down and selling that business to be able to start Usana in 1992 in hopes of creating something that is going to keep our cells healthy. And because he had experienced that and been able to do that. So that was where it all started. Several years later, the company was doing well. People were experiencing incredible benefits, and he received the Albert Einstein Award. And on throughout now, there's going on almost 25 years of helping people experience the health that they're made for. Like I said, the goal is to reach the world. We're in 20 markets worldwide. You can see all the different flags represented there. Have a good reach, and we're only growing. And the cool thing is that everything that Usana does helps people to love life and to actually be able to live it. So like I was saying, I want to have life and energy when I'm in my 70s, 80s, 90s, etc. And this is really an avenue to be able to do that. So what's really cool about the Usana family is that we've actually got pro and Olympic athletes that are on part of our family. Usana offers $1 million guarantee that there will be no banned substances traced back to their products. And you really can't find that without knowing that literally knowing what's actually going into all of the products, and their facility is impeccable, and it's just so awesome the way that they're doing that. So if you're an athlete and your career is literally on the line, if you take something that isn't what you thought it was, you're done. You don't get to compete, story's over. So we have over 1,000 pro and Olympic athletes that trust Usana. You can see all the different partnerships that we have with these different groups. Women's Tennis Association is a big group that we partner with and we really love. You can see all the different ones there. One person that's on our team, her name is Liesl Huber. She's super awesome. She was the former #1 ranked WTA doubles tennis player and Usana associate. She actually attributes her success to becoming #1 because she started taking Usana just a few months prior to that. So that's really cool and encouraging to see. Another thing that really gets me excited about Usana is the True Health Foundation. They created this because not everybody has access to what Usana is offering and what they can give. And so they are actually offering food and relief to people around the world through the Usana True Health Foundation. And Ryan and I are really excited to be able to partner with them and to give to that and be able to serve. They've got a packing facility here in California that we've been able to visit. like another thing that's unique about this charity is that 100% of every dollar that's donated actually goes to those that are in need. So a lot of times with charities and nonprofits, you have to cover administrative costs, and that's just part of, not having other streams of income for that. And Usana's corporate office, they cover all the admin so that every dollar that someone donates goes to what they're wanting to invest in, which is really cool. So back to what we were talking about with health. Everyone wants to be healthy. It makes every day better. When we're healthy, when we feel well, we're happy. I don't know about you, but if any little thing's off, my throat's scratchy, or I've got, I feel sore or whatnot, it's something that's like prevalent in my mind and it distracts me. So, when we feel well, it makes a huge difference in how we're experiencing life. So, like I said, we manufacture the highest quality science-based products that even pro and Olympic athletes trust. And the reality is it's not just for athletes. I mean, nutrition is important for everyone. And it's, the everyday athlete. And it's also someone who just wants to improve their lifestyle and they're concerned with their baseline health. So really, it comes down to living a life that you love, and that begins with great health. And like I said, we're not going to be able to enjoy our 60s, 70s, and 80s if we don't have health. So the problem with that, though, is that many people are plagued by the leading causes of premature death. So it's cardiovascular disease, it's cancer, it's stroke, it's respiratory disease, diabetes. These are the leading causes in our world. And unfortunately, most of these, they're preventable. There's the outlier situations where it's not, but by and large, it's lifestyle. And our society, our food, all the different industries, we're not doing the precautions and things that are necessary for us to be getting the nutrients that we need to build our immune systems to prevent these things from happening. And I've had a lot of friends that when I share that I want to live to be over 100, they look at me like I'm straight crazy, and they're just like, oh gosh, like just kill me after 60. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what? That's so young. There's so much life that can be lived. And I think a big reason for that is because, we look at, 70s, 80s, 90s as just this time where you're frail, you're incapable, you're hindered, you're immobile, etc. And sure, yeah, who wants that? But I love this quote from Dr. Myron Wentz, where he's saying, we're living too short and we're dying too long. And that's the problem that we see, is that people aren't living in their last years. And that really comes down to the decisions that we're making in advance. And so I really want to make sure that, I'm taking care of myself now. I'm only 25, almost 26, but I know that every decision I make today is going to affect my future. And that's really why I'm passionate about this. So, I want to bring us back to what your why is. And I love this quote from Frederick Buechner. He says, "Purpose is the place your deep gladness meets the world's needs." And so when we think about, what our purpose is and how exciting it is to be able to serve or to do a particular thing that we've practiced and are really good at, again, we'll be able to meet the world's needs and be able to do that long term if and when we take care of ourselves and have the strength and ability to do so. So most people know that antioxidants and nutrition are essential to maintaining cellular health. They give our cells a boost to win the fight against free radicals. Problem with our food industry right now is that a lot of our food industry is genetically modified commercial produce that uses pesticides and other chemicals that actually, it's meant to kill small insects, rodents, etc., but the residue is still in the food. So when we eat that food, that's going into our bodies, and that's actually causing problems to our system, and that's increasing free radicals. And so it's so sad. You'd think that you can eat fruits and vegetables freely without problem, but unless we're getting organic, then we're potentially ingesting things that aren't helpful. So it's really challenging to get all that we need just from fruits and vegetables. And so it's really, and part of that is because we're attacked by free radicals on all sides, right? So there's pollution, there's stress, there's radiation, there's toxins. Stress is huge. I mean, so many people that I've talked to, you ask them, what's your stress level on a scale from 1 to 10? They're like, oh, it's not so bad. I'm like, okay, well, what's not so bad? And they say like 6 or 7. I'm like, well, that's bad. That's affecting your body. That's causing damage on a daily basis. And it's increasing that free radical damage, and it's causing your body to have to pull resources from other areas to compensate for that. I live in LA. I'm super concerned about the pollution. If I were to just address that, I feel like I'd have to eat the world of spinach and kale and all the antioxidants that we're going to talk about here from Usana. So Usana's flagship baseline thing that has helped me with my energy, the story that you heard earlier, so many other people, and to combat these things that I just described, is their basic multivitamin. And what's really neat about Usana, we're going to get into what makes them unique, but they actually use 2 bottles instead of 1. A lot of you may have had multivitamins in the past where it's just, the 1 tablet, but they're really intentional about pairing the minerals and antioxidants in such a way that they're most effective and best absorbed in your body. And you look at this, or some of you on Facebook Live can't see the slide, but it says that you'd have to eat 22,000 calories and spend more than $33 a day to get the same amount of nutrients that you find in the daily dose of Usana's Cell Essentials. So, it says 80 medium bananas, or 5 chicken breasts, or 9 ounces of cod, 3 ounces of olive oil, which is like, drinking olive oil, all those different things. These are things that are found in these products. So what makes this so special? There is actually 3 U.S. patents that are pending for the Usana technology. And so this technology is called InCelligence, like intelligence, but for your cells. Get it? So, so it's really neat actually what this is and what it actually offers your body. It nourishes, it protects, and it renews. So most multivitamins that you get, if they're decent quality, which is really rare because unfortunately the supplement industry is really poorly regulated. But if you're getting a decent one, the whole point of it is to be able to nourish, right? That you're getting the antioxidants, minerals. What's cool about Usana and this technology is that it's not only nourishing, but it's protecting and renewing your cells. So we're going to break each of those down. So optimal nourishment. Usana's products offer a broad spectrum of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants to nourish your cells. So like I said, your body needs what it needs, the baseline nourishment to take care and do its daily functions and to not, have issue for the most part. So here's where it gets cool. So cell signaling helps your cells protect themselves with powerful endogenous antioxidants. What in the world is endogenous? I didn't know either. Endogenous actually means that it's coming from within your body versus exogenous, which is coming externally. So if you think of a basic antioxidant that we get from fruit or a supplement, it can handle 1 free radical. So it's 1 antioxidant for 1 free radical. And that's from external antioxidants. What Usana's technology has been able to do is to communicate with your cells so that it produces enzymes of your own body's antioxidants. And those antioxidants can have 100 times the fight against free radicals. So instead of only one free radical being stopped, it can do 100. So if you can imagine the potential to be able to fight 100 times the free radicals that we're encountering on a daily basis, it's kind of a big deal. And so that's really how Usana is protecting us through the formula they've created. So here's the third part, renewal. So it's all good to be nourished, it's good to be protected, but if we're not renewing those cells and giving them what they need to be revitalized, then it's only part of the game. So cell signaling also optimizes the process of renewal to recycle aging parts of the cell. So we're going to take a little trip back to freshman biology, and we're going to talk about the cells. So if you remember the mitochondria, it's actually the part of the cell floating around on the outside that helps with energy, right? So as we age, as our cells are oxidized, as we experience free radicals, those mitochondria, they start to get old. They don't really do their job as well, and they kind of start to die off. But what Usana's technology does actually helps revitalize that mitochondria and reproduce it so that we're getting more energy and is helping your cells do that even better. So that's super exciting. That's really cool. For those of you that are into science and all those kind of details, you love that. You're eating it all up. It's super awesome. And then for those of you that are like, I have no idea what endogenous, exogenous, mitophagy, blah, blah, blah is, what does it do? So can't make any claims on what it's guaranteed to do or what it's, that kind of thing. But these are just some things that people have experienced as a result of taking Usana's products. It has helped people increase their energy. That's something that both Ryan and I have experienced. Ryan's also experienced an improvement in sleep. It can help, or some people have experienced an increase in metabolism. It's helped people get more clarity and focus it is a fact that when your body gets the nutrients that it needs, it functions the way it's supposed to. So if you're deficient in your nutrients, then your body's not going to be able to rest when it's supposed to rest at night. It's trying to figure out how to make things work so that it doesn't get messed up. If you're someone who's really active and you're putting a lot of toll on your body, and again, you don't have the nutrients that are supposed to support that, you're not going to recover as quickly. You're not going to be able to rest. You're not going to be able to have what you need on a daily basis because you're not getting what you need. So it makes sense that people have experienced these benefits. Another natural benefit of getting the nutrients you need is immunity. That's huge. Like I said, the protection of 100-fold with fighting the free radicals. So again, InCelligence, it's actually in not only our multivitamin, but it's in a few other products. So if you're someone who has issue with your joints, or again, someone who's, maybe trying to build some muscle and whatnot, Precosa is excellent. It also has that same technology of nourishing, protecting, and renewing your cells. And it also inhibits inflammation, which is huge for all kinds of people. You don't have to be an athlete for that. Hepasil, it actually is a detox for your liver. Same technology in that as well. And then we also have Proglucamune, say that 3 times fast. That's a huge support to your immunity. And that one will be a major benefit. I'm taking that hardcore now, especially going into the flu and the sickness. And everybody's like, I always get sick in the fall, or I always get sick in December. That's not going to happen because I'm taking this stuff. So, but we're going to focus on the cell essentials. So core minerals, basically, it's equipped with this InCelligence, and it's a premium blend of gentle, bioavailable, for those of you who are concerned about that, minerals that support every cell, organ, and structure in the body. And like I said earlier, it's paired intentionally and formulated specifically to work with the antioxidant, which has that triple action nutritional system. And contains optimal amounts of essential vitamins and antioxidants, along with patent-pending technology. Blah, blah. Thank you. The cool thing, though, is that we actually have these health packs that have a better connection of all these different things. And so not only has your baseline of what you need of just micronutrients of antioxidants and minerals, but also has Magna-Cal-D, so it's an increase in magnesium, calcium, and vitamin D. So if you're someone who is in a stressful situation and has a more stressful job, that's actually a really good benefit for you. People who are really stressed, you kind of tend to notice that they have brittle nails, their teeth kind of start to look discolored, maybe your hair falls out more, you can see it in their skin. These are things that happen when you're not getting those minerals that your body needs. And when you're stressed, your body is pulling those resources from other parts of your body. I'm doing this because my nails, it's pulling it from my nails. And then it also has the Cell Essentials Booster, which has just an increase in antioxidants and really just, again, helps with what I was talking about with fighting the free radicals, and it supports a healthy immune system. What's also really neat is that you can personalize your health pack. So you can get all of your baseline antioxidants, minerals, etc. You can also say, oh, I want the fish oil. Oh, I want joint support. Oh, I actually have troubles with my heart and or like with focusing or with vision. We can package that specifically to your needs, and you get that. Your AM, open up, take your pills. PM, take your supplements. And it's super convenient. That's one of the things that I personally had trouble with, and a lot of my clients have trouble with is all the different bottles and opening them up. So when you are getting them in packages and whatnot, then it makes it really easy to just do it on the go. Put a few extra in your purse if you forget, in your backpack or in your briefcase, etc. It makes it super easy. So what's also cool about Usana, like I said, they're really concerned with making the world healthy. And so you can't just give health to people who are adults. They also have an excellent prenatal. I was actually just talking with a friend of mine about her prescribed prenatal from her doctor, and I looked at what was in that compared to what Usana's has, and there was no comparison. And when you're trying to take care of your body to not and get what you need to produce a baby, and to not also to not get as sick in the first trimester and whatnot, this is an excellent thing to take. Ryan and I aren't there yet with having the little kids yet, but you better believe when we are, I'm taking this. And we also have vitamins for kids, toddlers, and kids. And we're one of the few supplement companies that actually has something for teenagers, which is a crucial time to be getting vitamins and supplements. So that's huge. So what's really neat about the Essentials is it's really only $1.70 a day. You can see the preferred customer price, auto order price is $47.65. That's for 28 days. And then for the health pack, which has the full scope, gives you more of what you need, it's $4.16 a day. And the 28-day supply is $116 on auto order, or $130 for the preferred customer price. So what's really cool, also, I think I keep saying that everything's cool, everything's great, is that there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're like, I don't know, like, this sounds too good to be true, or whatever it is, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can spend all 30 days taking the supplements, trying it out, and if you don't like it, send it back, get your money back, no harm done, risk-free. So that's super awesome and a great thing that we offer, and another part of just the confidence the company has in the quality that they're offering and what people actually have said that they've benefited from. So I didn't want to, for those of you that are on Facebook, you can't see this, I'll have to say it even though I'm sheepish about it. When you look at the price of the health pack, it's $4.16 a day to invest in your health. You're getting your baseline nutrition to fight when you're feeling, stressed, when you're concerned about your immunity, all the different things that your cell needs to be healthy. You're getting that on a daily basis for $4.16 a day, right? For $5 on average across our country, you can get a grande pumpkin spice latte, which now I was very excited about. I'm excited about it. Maybe not necessarily, every day, but the thing about that investment is that it's actually 50 grams of sugar, 420 calories, and 18 grams of fat. So when you compare $5 a day and all that stuff that's actually causing your cells damage, it's free radical damage, versus $4.16 a day, and it's actually combating free radical damage in your body, it's really difficult to to say that one's more beneficial than the other without giving it to Usana's. So with that, I'm going to wrap this up. I know it's been a while. Wanted to keep this to a half hour. But I just wanted to bring us back to what I had started the presentation with and what I've been saying throughout of what is your why? Where do you see yourself in, 20, 30, 50 years? Do you see yourself with energy? Do you see yourself sleeping well? Do you see yourself, having the strength and having the livelihood to do what you want to do? Or does it, are you assuming it's going to look like what we've seen with our friends and our grandparents and et cetera? I wholeheartedly believe that doesn't have to be our future. And, it comes down to our daily decisions. And so I love this quote from John C. Maxwell. He says, "You'll never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine." And I really think that what we've talked about today and what Usana's offering in just daily nutrition is something that's going to compound and something that is going to bring about that why and that future that we're all wanting and we're all hoping for. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, for listening. I really appreciate your time. I know you could be doing anything else, but you hopped on. So thank you so much. Have a great night, and I will talk with you all soon. Bye. Almost done.